Miami traffic is one big, thick bitch, and I don't like fat women. So guess what I think about Miami traffic? Get your fat ass out of my way. But I'm stuck in the thick of it and saying, God damn, ain't this a bitch? How'd I get here again? Isn't that the question we ask ourselves most? Well, almost as much as, what the fuck? Anybody says otherwise is living in some fairy tale, a dream that ain't it, some pixie stick reality, waiting to get blown away. I'm behind a short bus right now and kind of envy those big-headed brainwashers for how they roll. It may not seem like much, but those champions can roll. They're living the dream that we all gotta wake up from. Because they got the life none of us are ever gonna get, even in our wildest dreams. Because we're too busy coddling them up and taking care of all their needs. From Depakote, Lorazepam, and Seroquel on a silver platter to that Comcast remote control, full of batteries that'll never run out, for their hands only. And all of that is re-upped daily, right at the crack of, I just opened up my eyes and saw a bit of light, then heard footsteps marching down these basement stairs that, as they came closer, provided a much-needed draft to this cave in a stranger's house I will die in. But at least I got afternoon TV and all that fucking Steve Wilkos it commands. Yeah, those folk with the big heads are running the show. Thank God they spared us with their mind control powers and didn't make everyone turn against each other and one by one be forgotten in a never-ending, until it did, match to the death. Instead, our lives have been spared to serve them, to make them feel special, to be the people we always wished we could be. These special people are gods amongst men, and sinister enough to make us think the other way, if not for anything, so we don't find out who they are and come to a new sense of realization that would tell us to stop and drop the psych meds and throw away the remote control. Kick them out of our basements and all say, fuck it, to the SSDI checks we are given in place of them. We don't need your extra coin, because you challenged folks have challenged us for long enough, and now we will stand up and do what it is right. We will no longer be the laughingstock of any moment in life where, say, a grocery store cashier working his 7th hour straight of dialing in the code 4011 for another monkey to buy a sack of bananas, and just long enough into that shift that he's able to drone out and not think of the horror as to what is really going on with his life, finds himself cracked back into the sad reality he lives, where nothing waits for him at the end. And this is by a befuddled sound, muffled and irregular in tone, that comes barging up to the bagging area to ruin everything he had started with the customer at hand by throwing those bananas everywhere but the bag, and yelling and laughing so much that drool falls down from his ever-open mouth because he's so happy. Hard to remember how to close it, and wants to share a piece of his life. It seems like happens every week, with another tale of the Olympics this past weekend and how many times he came in first, with proof all over his shirt of exactly this, as it is littered with ribbons colored blue, gaudy and huge, but a check, 'cause mate, they got you. There's nothing you could do now more than clock out, grind through the drive home, and ready the Klonopin after you clean that platter, because tomorrow morning is the same as the traffic right now, and it'll have you saying, ain't life a bitch? Until it isn't.